This thing is fucking loud. Holy fuck!
We're looking at this today. We have come over to Dynamite to have a look. Dynamite in Boscombe. So let's do this. Let's go for a test ride.
This thing is fucking loud. Holy fuck! Okay, this is a monster. So I'm going to talk a little bit. I don't know whether you can even hear me, but I'll talk regardless. So this is an MT10 2018 model, and I'm going to be honest, the exhaust is fucking loud. It is so loud. But my plan, if I do get this, because we're looking for a new bike, and it's an MT10 or an MT09 only, because they're the only two bikes that I really gel with every time. This is very bulky and, you know, big. Compared to obviously the newer version. The only reason I'm looking at this is because of all the extras it comes with. And the gentleman that owns this currently works at Dynamite. His name's James, great guy. They're all really nice people up there, by the way. And I thought, well, what better bike to test ride is the Gen 1 to start with. There's probably, I mean, this is massively set up for racing, for like track, because James used it a couple of times on track, and he's very, very into his track days. So it's probably used a few more times than a couple, but if I'm completely honest, it's a really, really nice bike. It's got a lot of extras. It's dripping in carbon, like I said earlier. And I mean, the only negative is the exhaust in my eyes at the moment. That is so loud. I wouldn't use that as a road exhaust. Road exhaust? That is right. Yeah, road exhaust. Yeah. It sits at 50 comfortably. It's got uprated bars, uprated forks, uprated spring on the back, or shock. It's got uprated like braided lines. It's got a master cylinder. So if I don't buy this bike and they put this back up online, this ain't gonna be around for long. It's a green. I don't like the seating position. It's in a really weird place. So we're going to go up to Matcham's Lane, because I mean, at the end of the day, Matcham's Lane is where bikes like this kind of, you know, they come alive a bit more. I regret selling my MT10 a lot at the moment. I think it's because I want an MT10 again, and I know that my MT10 was an absolute monster. I'm going to pod in here and sort out my brakes. There you are. Ah. And we're off. You can feel the power on this. This just wants to be really, really high. This is a fucking animal. This is insane. I don't like where the pedals are. I really, really don't. I think the seating position's in a really weird place for me because it's been made for track. Definitely. actually going to have to open my visor. That's better. I have to admit that front brake is phenomenal. Can feel every single inch. I'm not as comfortable on this at the moment. I can feel the front wheel wanting to lift and I'm just trying to control it.
So here we are, after a very nice ride for the last 30 minutes. I have come to a conclusion that I won't be purchasing the bike, and that's not because the bike isn't worth the money or because the bike there's something wrong with it or anything like that. It is only because that I want a Gen 2. I either want my Gen 2 back or I want to buy another Gen 2, and this bike it really is something special. It's just unfortunate for me this bike doesn't suit my riding style. Now, I did play with the idea of purchasing this bike because of all the extras that are on it, and stripping the bike down to the standard, because obviously the gentleman that I was buying the bike from had everything standard still. But again, down to cost and down to how much it would be, or how much I may potentially lose and everything else, it just wasn't viable. So I just figured to myself, no, start fresh or get your old bike back, mate. So now we've just got to get my old bike back, or we have to try our absolute best to get something that is going to come close to what Johnny Boy was like. Anyway, we're going back to Dynamite now to give them their bike back, and to unfortunately give them the bad news that I won't be purchasing the bike. However, this bike is something special. It really is. It really does make the Gen 1 look nice with all the extras that are on it. But for me, it wasn't about that. It was more for the way I ride.